Your turn, Megan.
Holy moly. This is the longest word I've ever seen.
Papahānaumokuākea. All it takes is for the president to basically say, this place is significant, and boom, the area becomes a national monument. And if anyone's proven themselves to be completely trustworthy, it's corporations, government agencies, and the current president.
100%.
They need to probably take this to the Supreme Court, don't they?
I do
just
It would go to her head so fast.
It already has. It already has. I'm like, send me your bribes right now if you want to get on the good list.
In one area, 90% of the coral died due to a mass bleaching event in 2014. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coast Files, your podcast for ocean mysteries and true crime. I'm Chantal.
I'm Lindsay.
I need a vacation, and I'm Megan.
I think I almost said my name as a question mark.
I'm Chantal.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I was like, again, we have no personalities. It's just movies and media that we found funny.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I mean, one day we could pretend to be each other. Would that be funny? Probably not.
Oh, maybe April Fools. We could
Yeah.
do that. There you go. Giving away
I'm
our
trying to think of
joke
how
already.
I would. Thanks a lot, Megan.
I don't know if people think this, but I feel like our voices are different enough that I mean, we're distinguishable enough, maybe. I don't know.
So I agree, but I mean, I think you
I also
sound the
know
most
us.
different. I think Lindsay sounds the most different among the two of us because Chantal and I are in a race to see who can talk the fastest.
And the
Lindsay
loudest.
speaks normal and the loudest. Although you tend to win
I
that
do.
one.
I
But
can
we'll-
tell from the recording software that I do win. Yes.
I'm sure some people are like, I just
Right.
hear 3 women.
Well,
Yeah.
when I
Oh,
listened
yeah,
to
for
Wine and
sure.
Crime for one in the beginning, when it was 3 friends.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda's the only voice I knew for sure. Was
I could
Amanda.
always tell them all. I could.
Eventually,
No,
I could,
not for the life of
but
me.
not in the beginning because I was only listening
don't
to their audio. I wasn't.
Maybe
putting
I'm
the face
just
to the
better
name
than
right
both of
away.
you.
I think
Yeah,
that
maybe.
it's obviously Megan.
Clear.
Well, at least
Clear.
in
Why
this
we hang out with you.
one niche. Yeah, right.
We are motivated
Again.
by your greatness.
Chantal's mom pays us. My mom pays you.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
we
a
should just
it's a
stop.
pyramid scheme of
It
friendship.
is the Ponzi scheme. Who's at the top though? Yvonne probably.
My mom,
Yeah,
for sure.
probably.
She
She's running the whole
started
show.
it. Mhm.
Okay. Well, Chantal has given us one photo so far, and it looks beautiful. So I just know it's going to be a really bad
is.
case.
First of all, there's no national things going on this week, but I just wanted to, because I mean, this is coming out a week or two after it happened, but there was that big earthquake that just happened in Russia. And there's all these tsunami warnings that are happening. And oh my God, did you see there was these beluga whales that washed up on a shore, and fishermen, there was 5 of them. Fishermen were keeping them wet until the sea levels came back up enough that they could get back into the ocean.
were
when it was
alive?
a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they got beached. They didn't wash up on shore. They got beached, and
It's
they
okay.
were able to.
So
Oh
you
my
know
God,
how
I did not know about this.
I hate everyone and I
Yeah.
hate people and I just hate everything. But animals are great. So this stuff makes me feel like, okay, not every human is bad.
I
This is really
know.
good.
Yeah. Sometimes
we
don't
really
mess
should
up.
try and get on I know that Lindsay, you did the tsunami case, but there's so many things like this that have happened that I'm sure we could find something to kind of touch on these. But anyways, I just wanted to make
Well,
mention
listen,
of that because obviously that's huge.
We discussed
That's
a
happening right
potential
now.
group
Yeah.
episode soon, and we could go into more depth on that
Yeah.
kind of stuff
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
other
that's what-
topics, and maybe it's 3 different topics one episode. It's a
We can
3
figure
for
it out.
one.
Well,
we
we'll
got
figure that out.
time.
It's different.
Chantal, beluga
What?
research, belugas.
Yeah, oh, there
because
we
I love
go.
belugas.
They are pretty
And
cute.
They're so cute, and the babies are gray.
Yes,
Or
that's
when
how
they
good.
turn
The
white.
one on there was gray, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
so you know it's a
goodness, he's still
baby.
so juvenile.
I want to kiss their little heads.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
little
Blubbery.
humps.
Yeah, you know when they swim though, and they get the knees, and you're like, are you a mermaid in a? What was that?
That was not my child.
I
My-
know.
Okay, very
Megan's ghost child.
very unlikely. Oh, I wish. Very unlikely my neighbor will ever listen to this. So just in case, I'll just say it's her children.
Mm-hmm.
Read into
They're
the
loud.
tone. Well,
Well, baby
Anyways.
belugas would make noise
Never.
too.
They would-
no,
but they would be so
never.
cute about it.
Worth
And they
it.
bounce little bat balls. There's a bunch of belugas at the shed, and I've seen the babies there, and they're just so cute.
This
And
is
they
so
do
silly,
play
but you just said
basketball.
you said so many B words in a row that I just wanted you to keep going. Baby belugas, bouncy balls, and basketballs. Just so many B's.
It's a tongue twister.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me to never say it again, because now if there's
That was a complete
pressure,
fluke.
I won't
That
be
came
able
out.
to. Yeah.
Speaking of not being able to say things, I have a word that I'm going to be saying multiple times, and eventually I'm
name?
going to mess it up. Yeah,
A name or a word?
a name.
Is it the
So,
word of the title of this episode?
It certainly is. So this photo is
'Cause I don't
front
know
I
how
cover.
just saw.
Yeah.
It doesn't even fit on the tab. It trails off because the word can't fit
Yeah.
on the tab.
It
Okay,
has
I'm
unfamiliar
ready.
accents that I don't know.
I practiced this word over and over out loud in my head. Listen to videos. I know how to say it. I'm going to mess it up when I finally do have to say it because now the pressure's on.
Well,
So,
if it makes you
just-
feel better, you can always just say it. Whenever you say it correctly, I can just replicate it.
Yeah, there we go.
elsewhere.
I'll just say it a
in the
bunch of times
audio.
afterwards so we can place
We'll
it
pick
in
the
there.
best one. Yeah.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
fine.
Okay.
I do wish for that one day because I just think it would sound so funny.
Yeah, it
Wait,
was-
You're
should we-
totally not matched.
Megan, should we try to pronounce it before Chantel says it?
Ooh, okay.
As a tester?
Chantel, can you put it in the chat? Because I'm not kidding. I cannot see it in the tab,
Okay,
so I can't
let
see
me-
how. I can't see the full word.
Put it in the WhatsApp chat.
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay, hang on.
All right. Well, I'll go first while you do that.
Okay.
Okay. Papahānaumokuākea.
You're not that far.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn, Megan.
Holy moly. This is the longest word I've ever seen, other than that one New Zealand location. Remember the. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make it really big because I'm so intimidated. Papahānaumokuākea.
Okay. Not as close as Lindsay's.
Well, I had to make
So-
it sound a little bit different.
Okay,
It's like I can't
I
copy
You
your
can't
homework.
nail it and
learned-
ruin your big delivery.
I learned it in like a singing kind of way as well to really get it. So, Papahānaumokuākea is how
There
you
you
say
go.
it. And we are talking about the
You
Marine
have to have the
National
shoulders
Monument.
going.
Sorry, I should
Whoa.
have said open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 8.
So, Papahānaumokuākea.
Wow,
spelled
they're
wrong.
very impressive.
So this is a Marine National
Round of
Monument
Okay.
located around Hawaii.
Ah.
And the giant Cheeto is trying to get his Cheeto dust all up in it with his big bastard bill. So this
I was like,
is
who are we talking
why
about? But no, I got you.
Yeah.
This
Cheeto.
is
Yeah, yeah.
going to kind of upset us today. And so I just want to talk about this area. This is something that has come up on my feed a lot. I don't know if it has for you guys. I feel like for the algorithm, it's probably come up once or twice about what's going on with this and the BBB that was put up and what kind of changes they're trying to do. So I just wanted to discuss like all aspects of it and why this place is a protected area. So this area is home to over 7,000 species, including at least 23 species that are officially listed as endangered, threatened, or vulnerable. And 25% of the species are endemic to Hawaii. And 70% of the U.S. coral lives in this area.
Wow.
That sounds important.
Yeah,
That's a
just a little
lot.
bit. It's currently the world's largest marine protected area. And to start today, I'm going to discuss about how it became this largest marine protected area.
In the world.
Yeah. So
Impressive.
step into the way, way back machine with me, and we're going to go back to 1909, where President Theodore Roosevelt.
Great year.
I can't say this
So
one.
hold on.
Roosevelt.
So you can nail, you can nail the other word.
But not Roosevelt.
Yeah, but not Roosevelt. Okay. He created a bird reservation to stop the overharvesting of seabirds' eggs and feathers in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands. Then in 1940, it was upgraded by Franklin D. Roosevelt to a national wildlife refuge.
Okay.
December 4th, 2000, President Bill Clinton established the Northwestern Hawaiian Island Coral Reef Ecosystem Reserve. That is a mouthful,
It's a
which
bit long.
covered
Yeah.
99,500 square miles.
I like
In-
it.
Yeah.
Yep. In 2006, President George W. used
I was like,
the
you can't
Antiquities
pronounce that?
Act. I just realized that I
Double.
spelled George wrong in my thing, and I was like, Giroge. I was like, that's not.
I just
No,
funny that didn't seem like that
that's
was the
actually
hardest
his legal
word
name.
today. But here we go.
George
Guys,
Bush.
you guys are in for a ride. So he used the Antiquities Act to create the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands Marine National Monument, increasing it to 139,800 square miles and banning commercial fishing within 50 nautical miles from the island.
All
It was
good.
officially named Papahānaumokuākea in 2000 to honor Hawaiian creation deities Papahānaumoku and Wakea. So
I see that one person gets most of the name, but
Yeah.
yes, okay.
in July
buggy.
2010, UNESCO, which is the United Nations Education, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, designated it the U.S.'s first mixed World Heritage Site, meaning that it has cultural and natural World Heritage Site in one. August 26, 2016, you can go to the next photo. This beautiful man at the time,
Oh,
President
God.
Obama, officially
So
expanded
sexy.
the monument to 582,578 square miles and expanded the fishing radius to 200 nautical miles off of the coast of the islands there, officially making it the largest marine protected area in the world.
I can
Love
already
him.
predict where this
photo-
is gonna go because
Not-
if Obama did something, we know.
Oh, just wait. I get into all of this back and forth that happened with this other area too in a minute.
Also, if George W. Bush did something good,
it started
like-
with the Roosevelts, okay?
Yeah.
And
It sounds
then-
like just people in general want to protect things, which they should.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
okay, well, I'll let you
And-
tell your story.
And
but
when you're
I
a sociopath who just
Okay.
wants money and just wants to purposefully fuck things up to make others upset.
Yeah. But the next photo here this is the map. So this is the protected area there. You can see there's lots of atolls, there's little islands, there's areas called pinnacles,
Wow.
like all of this. So that's all of the protected
Oh my
areas
God.
that you
Sorry.
can
This
see.
whole thing, this is massive.
Yeah.
wow,
Hence the 582,578 square miles.
But still, like
Yeah.
when you see it like this though, it really is.
Yeah, it's really this big area that they made, and we just go into how important the protection of this area is. So before we get started into the nitty-gritty of what's kind of happening, I want to talk about some animals. 'Cause they're
Yay.
cute
Yay.
and it's gonna make us a little bit happy before we get mad/sad, but they're also a little bit sad, but it's okay. So the next photo there is the green sea turtle,
Ooh,
and-
he's some attitude.
right? They always
Yeah,
do.
this one definitely has attitude. Yeah.
Their current global population of nesting females is about 85 to 100,000. They are considered globally endangered according to the ESA, which is the Endangered Species Act, due to poaching, which is obviously very illegal now, loss of habitat, bycatch, and global warming, which affects sex ratios. Over 90%, yeah,
That's interesting.
because of the way the eggs are. So I think it's kind of like, wasn't that the same thing with the frogs? Wasn't that what it was? It was the temperature that they kept the eggs at would cause them.
If I recall, it was something about, because you talked about this way more in your episode, and I know you're talking about Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Essentially, it was the females could tell that there were no other
Oh, right.
males,
No,
and they
I
spun.
So I think that this has to do with the
Okay.
temperature that the eggs are kept at will
Okay.
decipher what the sex is going to be.
That's so
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm-hmm. So over 90% of Papahānaumokuākea nesting occurs at just
Very
one
good.
atoll. in
Couldn't
the
say
monument.
George, but can say this.
Can't say George. Changes to regulations in that area could be detrimental to the turtle populations. Green sea turtles are integral to the ecosystem. Their grazing of seagrass and algae helps to keep overgrowth of algae at bay and also helps regrowth of seagrass. Their waste and decomposing eggs add nitrogen and phosphorus to both land and sea ecosystems.
Just like a
This
garden.
enriches the lands and support health. While nesting, they also aerate the sand, which helps with beach health and vegetation stabilization, as well as crabs,
Wow.
birds, and microbes feed on the leftover eggs and eggshells after
It's
eggs either are
crazy.
born.
It sounds like
how everything
they're
is so
crucial.
connected.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The circle of life, as if you
Right.
would like to call it.
No, I won't. I'm not going to sing, but I really want to.
Great song. Great song.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Elton.
Touching or approaching within 10 feet, they can come to you, that's not your fault, of a green turtle or disrupting their natural behaviors counts as harassment and is illegal, and you will be fined.
Can women get this option too, please?
That would be
next,
nice.
Yes, would that be nice? Okay,
Next is it's a little leatherback next to a
They're
seal. So we're
friends.
going to talk
Oh, my
about the
goodness.
Hawaiian monk seal, and they're adorable. So there's this photo, and the next one is of one swimming.
They're so cute.
Yes.
And he has
So
a fish
these
friend in
ones-
the other one.
I
In the second
know.
photo.
Mr. Popular.
He's
Yeah.
he's bringing his lunch out for dinner first. He's like, I'm going to let you feed, and then I'm
That's
going to
ironic.
eat you.
No, baby, you don't gotta worry about that grill. I'm just taking you out for lunch really quick. Would you mind just
Yeah.
laying down on that grill?
No
Okay.
problem, right?
As of 2023, there is approximately 1,570 left.
Wait.
That seems low.
That seems
Yeah.
incredibly scary low.
Yes. So they are mainly found in this monument, but there are some on the mainland as well. And as the name would give away, they're endemic to Hawaii, hence the Hawaiian monk seal. They are listed as endangered, and they play a large role in maintaining healthy fish and invertebrate populations. Weirdly enough, their leading cause of death is toxoplasmosis, which is a parasite from cats. This is mainly for
Oh.
the ones that are found on the mainland that they die from it. And another is getting caught in fishing gear or overfishing, taking away much of their food supply, which is fatal to the juvenile seals the most. I
Yeah.
did find a funny photo. I forgot to put it in of also some seals were getting eels caught up their nose.
Again. Okay, well, you're gonna
Yeah,
have
you'll
to add that in later.
Find that and show
Yeah,
it to us.
yeah. But I found this article and they were like, apparently another threat to seals are eels. Like,
However, Darwinism maybe is at a play.
yeah. Next is the Nihoa miller bird, and these tiny little guys are listed as critically endangered. There is only around 200 to 700 individuals per year.
That's
Depends on the droughts, storms, and food supply that is happening.
Wow.
And they are completely endemic to Hawaii, and they play a huge role in the healthy native plant insect cycles because insects are their main diet. Lastly, because I could go on forever with all these different animals that are here. Obviously, I could go on for 7,000, but
Why don't
this
we move
is-
there and start like a bird sanctuary?
Yeah, we should.
Just
That'd be
saying.
great. So this
Yeah,
is the
I love this
Nihoa
guy.
finch. And these cute little yellow guys are also critically endangered and are endemic to Hawaii. They are integral to the seed dispersing for native plants, as well as help to control the insect populations. And then I just put in a couple photos here that you can kind of scroll through. So, because, I could go on forever, but I won't. So
What
this first
is
one
this
is
thing?
called a pencil sea urchin. After
I
that,
see
we
it.
have a deep sea octopus, because some of these areas get down to 4,000
So
feet deep, or
pretty.
4,000 meters. Yeah, and so they, this was actually a recently found species. It's like
You said
a
4,000
newer
meters
species.
deep.
I can't remember if it was meters. It must, or was it feet? I can't
She
remember
deep.
now. It was deep. It's dark wherever they are. It's dark.
Okay.
But yeah, this is a newly found species. Like it looks like it's kind of related to the Dumbo octopus, I believe it was.
Okay, I was going to say that,
Yes.
but I thought
Yeah.
maybe just I don't know anything about octopus, but it
No,
looks like
but-
that. It looks
but
very
it's
soft
like
and
you
You
round.
don't know
They
anything about
haven't-
octopus? Can't you reference Chantel's previous episode?
Yeah.
word for word, but I don't want to take over her episode. So
Obviously.
Next we have the leatherback turtles. Then we have what's called the Hawaiian squirrelfish. I just thought they
wait,
were really
I love squirrels. Hold
cool.
on.
No,
It
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 does
That
not
looks
look like a squirrel,
Right.
but except for the eyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
kind of.
they're just cute and
they're
beautiful.
very cute.
Yeah.
And then we have just some beautiful coral that's around the area because they have an abundance of beautiful coral reefs there.
It's beautiful.
And it's so perfect. So it's a natural spot to stop
to start.
and
No, you don't want to get a little bit depressed. So okay.
no.
Okay.
That's it. So I'm going to go into what's being proposed and who's behind it. So the Western Pacific Fishery Management Council, also known as Westpac, which is what I will call them from here on out,
Thank God.
wants
Yeah.
the president to lift the commercial fishing ban in Papahānaumokuākea.
Okay. Number one, go fuck yourself.
This also isn't the first time they've pushed for this. They did in 2020, where the Department of National Land and Resources opposed it. They did in 2023 as well, where it was opposed by NOAA, and again now. And I'm sure there was other ones as well, but that was kind of like within the last 5 years. So it's something that they push for again and again and
Like
again.
often. Like shut the fuck up and stop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So why did this happen again right now? Because interesting enough, there are 2 different yet parallel ocean atrocities occurring at the exact same time in the good old US of A. So the next photo is the Pacific Islands Heritage Marine National Monument. So I'm going to call it PIM from here on
Thank
out.
you. Because
And-
like a nightmare.
This monument is located around U.S. territories in the Central Eastern Pacific Ocean. And this was first declared a monument in 2009 by George W. and later expanded in 2014 by Obama. And it covers 370,000 square miles. So just a little bit smaller than this one. And they also do not allow fishing within 200 nautical miles of the islands. Notice I said was, because April
What?
17th, 2025, the Cheeto put out an executive order to reopen the U.S. flag fishing between 50 to 200 nautical miles. So that area that was once protected, they can now fish as close as 50 nautical miles to these islands.
What the
And
hell?
God.
NOAA, oh, I didn't say what they were before. NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. They
I knew
actually
that,
went
but, like,
ahead
maybe-
and sent out letters to permit holders telling them to go for it because the executive order was put out.
What the fuck? That seems
Yeah.
something that they
Yeah.
would not want to do.
Yeah, don't
So-
advertise it.
Exactly.
Yeah, NOAA is tricky.
Shit,
We'll talk
We've
about them a
talked
little
about
bit
them
more.
before.
Mhm.
in some of our
So,
previous
needless
episodes.
to say, environmental and cultural groups like Earth Justice have filed lawsuits challenging this reopening. And just like okay, now I can't say it. Papahānaumokuākea, this place is home to thousands of species, including coral reefs, giant clams, seabirds, and endangered whales, as well as there's cultural importance on these islands of indigenous history and World War II ties.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow. Well, yeah, it makes sense. World Two.
But so nobody lives on these islands, but
They're
are
just
they're just the heritage.
just wildlife. Okay.
Yeah,
Just protected areas.
There's probably a scientist kicking around.
So
They're
yeah,
probably the only people allowed
This
to
little
go
shack.
to the islands, I assume,
Mhm.
right?
yeah. You can like even the other monument they are allowed to go around there. So back to our original story, fisheries said if you can open up the U.S. flag fishing to this place, let's put it in this new BBB since the executive order had so much backlash and try to fish here too. But obviously Native Hawaiian and environmental protection leaders strongly are opposing this. But why is it so controversial and not so cut and dry? So we're going to talk about the legal backbone behind the World Monument Protection, which is the Antiquities Act. I'm assuming you guys haven't heard about this before, and if you have,
Correct.
just listen anyways. So the Antiquities
yes.
Act is a really old law from 1906 that lets the President of the United States protect places that are considered historically, culturally, or scientifically significant. All it takes is for the president to basically say, this place is significant, and boom, the area becomes a national monument. So that's exactly what happened with Papahānaumokuākea. For reiteration, 2006, President W said, do this. 2016, President Obama
Mhm.
said, expand it. Here's the thing, though. The Antiquities Act is very clear about giving the president the power to create a monument, but it's completely silent on whether anyone, a future president, or an agency like NOAA can undo or weaken those protections. For clarification
I'm
here,
gonna say you
in this
can't because we have not established it. So leave it alone.
I'm going to talk more about why it's even more murky. So, but for a quick clarification, even though NOAA said for PIM that they sent out all the stuff saying it's good, for Papahānaumokuākea, they are saying, no, don't weaken this at this time. So NOAA just kind of acts as like the manager of the National Marine Sanctuaries and co-manager of the monument. So they are rejecting Westpac's attempts to loosen fishing regulations, but the Antiquities Act isn't even clear if they should even be allowed to ultimately make this decision.
Right.
Well, yeah, they have nothing to do with it. They're
They need to
outside
probably
of
take this
the.
to the Supreme Court, don't they?
Yeah, I
So
mean, I would
that's what a
say.
lot of people are saying, is that this needs to go there. So that's where everything gets kind of sticky. And some might think like, okay, well, maybe this new proposal doesn't remove the monument since it's just allowing fish are closer again. Isn't that different? That's kind of the legal loophole that they're trying to go through right now.
And also just we are
They're trying to say it's
overfishing.
still a monument. We just want to fish closer.
We are overfishing so much. There's more than enough food to feed the earth like 4 times over, and so
Right.
much waste is created.
And this
So
is
just
endangered
stop it.
species. And even if you take a species there that's not endangered, you're going to mess with the habitat, and it's going
Yeah.
to affect the other species that are endangered there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we've also, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Eric and I were watching, I think it was Oceans with
I
David
definitely
Attenborough
fucked around with that.
narrating.
Like, as you guys
Oh,
know,
yeah, yeah.
that's
And some of the fishing, they just take like these giant nets and they just stroll it around
everything.
the ocean floor. They just take
It's
up
called
everything and they
dredge fishing, or it's like
Yeah.
everything. Like they are
So
stripping the
and
bottom
they
of
just
the
take what they
ocean.
want and they throw everything else back in. It's dead though, and it's like you probably mess up all the corals. Like
You
there's
have
no
for sure messed
way.
it up.
It's not like you're having like some like local fishermen go out and I'm just catching a few fish. I put some back if
Mhm.
it's not the right species.
Mhm.
That's not what's gonna happen.
Which, like, the natives Hawaiians are allowed to fish in
Oh, the natives
And
can
they
do
should
whatever they
be
want.
because they're
but as long as
respectful of
they
that.
well, that's the thing, is that it's only for their own consumption. They are not allowed to sell it. They are not allowed, like, there's all these rules around it, and there's even they have to get a special license for it, and they're only allowed to fish so much.
I
And I
mean, we've
still
lots of
don't
that in
even
Canada
think
too.
I
About
I
like
still don't even know if I couldn't
Mhm.
quite say whether it was specifically there or whether it was just like certain regulations in like Hawaii itself. But either way, it's like it is so specific what you're allowed to do. It's the same thing for like the lobster and stuff like that
well,
in
but
the
not
east
even
coast
just
of
lobster,
Canada.
but like hunting for whales and seals and different kinds of animals that if you're not from the area, you would think, how dare you kill this beautiful creature? But culturally, that is how these people lived thousands of years ago. So
Right.
they are able to do. And also, I think
And
even back home, like certain indigenous peoples can get like special moose licenses and deer licenses outside of the.
They get a little more
can,
than what the
but they
regular person can.
also were using like the whole animal where
That's a classic. Like
right. They're like
the
they're
pelts,
using
the bones,
right,
everything.
every single part. It's not going to waste. And I mean, we all 3 of us eat, at least we eat meat, so like we can't really like knock them for wanting to eat meat as well.
Hell
They have
no.
to do
Yeah,
it
of
that way,
course,
but
yeah.
they do it humanely and
And
use
they're
the whole
so respectful of the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
like
It's actually the
process of
opposite. It literally is on the opposite spectrum of what they're doing, which is very intentional. Even if they're selling or trading, it's normally within the community or it's 2 community members, maybe not in their, their like neighborhoods, but it'd be like white folks are like, hey, I wouldn't mind buying bear, but this is just like scraping everything
Yeah.
and then
Right.
picking most of it, and then you've killed all these things, you've
Maybe not
destroyed
even
all these
most.
areas.
They might be
Yeah, who
taking
knows?
one thing from it and then everything else is just
We should
discarded.
definitely
So
do one.
destructive.
Yeah.
We should definitely do an episode on like what percentage is good catch versus bycatch, because I'm sure that would just destroy our souls, but we should do it anyways at some point.
Yeah, we need to learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We'll cover that when I'm going to cover the Pacific garbage patch. We'll just
There we
really
go.
get bummed
Get
out
bummed
for a
out.
couple
I
weeks.
like it. Okay.
Okay.
If you
then
guys
we'll
want that, if you want to get sad about nature some more, let
about
us know.
stuff
and
we
we'll do
should
that.
for
learn
you.
about. Then we'll maybe
Yes.
after we'll follow up with some more fun episodes.
There we
Just
go.
like murder,
we'll
normal
yeah,
stuff.
murder,
Yeah.
just normal murder.
Just fun murder. It's fine. Okay.
So yeah, the loophole that they're trying to basically use here is that they're not trying to shrink the monument borders or erase the designation. Instead, they're like, we'll just tweak the management rules a little bit, allow some U.S. flag fishing at 50 nautical miles out, small operations only, we promise. And if anyone's proven themselves to be completely trustworthy, it's corporations, government agencies, and the current president.
100%.
So,
Of course.
here's why that matters, though. When a monument is declared under the Antiquities Act, it's not just about drawing an arbitrary line on a map. It's about protecting the integrity of that ecosystem and the intent behind it. So allowing commercial fishing even if it's just a part of the monument that it's in, basically guts the original protections that the whole thing was based on. So legal experts have been debating this for years. There is even a huge court case after the current president tried to shrink Bears Ears and Grand Staircase Escalante which is a monument in Utah, in 2017. That fight is still going on because in 2021, Biden tried to restore it. And then some people sued about that. And in the lawsuit, they were like, well, he's the president. He can do that. He can restore it back to its original, like, protections in 2023. But there's still all these ongoing battles because it was the monument, like the protections were taken off and people were allowed, I think it was hunting that they were allowed to do at this place. And then Biden was like, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore. We weren't supposed to do this. And then there's all these legal battles going back and forth. And like they're thinking that this case is actually going to set a precedent for the Antiquities Act and like what ultimately is allowed to be done. And the same thing with the PIM one, all these lawsuits that are starting now with this.
I hope it's on the right side.
I know.
That's going to be a pretty big decision. I hope it goes positively.
Like it's so cliche, but we literally are human beings on one planet only. Whatever the fuck other fuckface wants to do in space is up to him. But I just don't understand why we are so intent at destroying the one place we have to live. And it really is like, well, as long as my square mile is okay.
Right.
I don't really care what happens
Because
over
certain
here.
people
And
only
Earth-
think about the dollar bottom line. That's it.
No.
Right. We have Earth for at least another billion years, and we need to take care of it.
Let's make sure there's still some water
Um,
and things living on it.
Exactly. I mean, we probably will eventually have to find another planet.
Like, you know, Thanos, it's time.
It's
I know that.
time to do. Yeah.
But whatever,
But
man.
It was
like,
that random.
But there's
I'm like,
some
no, I don't need
choices.
it at
Can we make
random.
oh no,
some
sorry.
choices?
Yeah. Can I actually give you a list?
Yeah. Don't
Can
do
you
it
think-
randomly.
Think about these
please.
people directly when you're doing it.
Just no pressure. I highly recommend this
Yes,
list.
you can, Megan, advisor to Thanos. Okay.
I feel like I'm pretty fair.
I like that.
You
I
are.
like that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
do
to
accept
It would go to
bribes.
her head so fast.
It already has. It already has. I'm like, send me your bribes right now if you want to get on the good list.
Remember,
but in
I'm
all
bringing you
seri-
candy when I come visit.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, and just for those that maybe we mentioned, I don't know, but Ryan Trahan is a YouTuber, and he was doing this like road trip. He and his wife, every single state in the U.S. every day. So he did 50 states, 50 days. And I just thought that was such a cool freaking thing. I love road trips. Damien does not. I don't know how I'm going to get it done. Maybe with you guys.
We
Yeah,
can go
yes.
because
Okay,
Eric
good.
also doesn't want to be stuck in a car. So
Vadim
Well, I mean,
can
we're-
only be in a car for 4 hours at a time, maybe
Okay,
6.
so
then
we're
we'll put our
going-
husbands together and they can hang out, and then
They'll
go
meet
on a
us
road
2
trip.
weeks later at the destination.
Yeah, they'll fly in first.
But I just
class.
thought it was such a cool thing, and he has a candy company, and you know, obviously it's like marketing, but it was like every single video he's like, check out this candy, and I was like, Lindsay,
like, I'm
I've
drooling
cracked.
already.
I've cracked.
Right.
You
And
ha-
she
I
can't
have
get
to
it in
just
Canada, so I immediately went to
Okay.
Target
Oh,
and already
so
bought
that's what
her
this
some
is.
of the
Okay,
candy.
okay.
Sorry,
Also,
Chantal. This was a
7-Eleven.
side. Megan mentioned
I mean,
it to me.
you were gonna get the candy.
I was
You're
gonna
gonna
reap
get
the
the
benefits.
candy. Yeah,
I just
got
had
it.
to ensure that the candy
when
was in
I
fact procured.
come visit you guys in like a month and a half.
God.
I'm gonna bring the candy. So Chantal,
Perfect.
you're just gonna benefit from this.
Yeah, she just coasts through life, has no idea all this candy stuff's going on
I know.
behind the
Yeah.
scenes.
That's, you know what? I like just coasting through life and just other people are making the
Yes.
plans for me.
And I'm
It's
gonna
great.
go to
Again.
another Target, Megan. Probably
Yes.
maybe this
Yes.
weekend. I'm gonna find more versions because I have 3
Yes.
flavors now.
Hell
I'm-
yes.
Don't
Now
tell me what
there's
it is. I'm
more.
excited to know.
So excited.
It's like a
Okay.
healthy candy, but it's good.
It's a lot less sugar.
You lost
Less
me.
sugar.
No, it tastes great.
Okay.
How do you
Less
know?
sugar, more candy.
Right.
Less
I know a
sugar,
lot
more
of
candy.
things like, that are supposed to be healthy are not delicious, but this is actually both.
Okay.
So less
Okay.
sugar.
I'm holding you guys to that.
It's still sugar though. It's not
And
like,
Ryan's not paying us to say this, but he has a
No,
lot
but
of followers.
if he wants
so
to pay
if
us
he
in
wants to-
candy,
oh my god.
yeah, I mean money first, but I'll take candy second. But anyway, yes, if you want to be a sponsor, we
Call
can we can
us.
show everyone the candy when
Oh,
I
there
bring
we
it
go.
to you. So
We'll make a
taste test.
TikTok. 5 people will see it.
right,
No, probably like 100,
Okay. Okay.
but
Yeah.
no one will comment and no one will like it.
Sorry,
Okay.
Chantal, we derailed your
Back to
important
this.
stuff.
That's
for
okay.
Candy.
What? We never
Candy.
do that.
No.
Okay. So recap. Well, NOAA wouldn't be shrinking the monument if they accepted Westpac's changes. This kind of move might still go against the spirit of the Antiquities Act. And some people even think it could be legally challenged for that exact reason. Um, by the way, PIM was also placed under the Antiquities Act. That's how they were made. So that April
Oh.
Okay.
2025 thing changed for the fishing regulations is currently in courts. But fishing might have already started happening because NOAA put out all the calls saying, you guys can now fish here.
Girl,
Yeah,
it was
it's like it's
happening
not
before that, I'm
officially
sure.
like decided yet, so take
It's,
advantage.
I
That's
guess
crazy
so.
that they
It's
put
like,
that out
Fuck.
there.
I know. They literally, like, NOAA just was like, here's your licenses. It
Don't
was,
say anything.
reading that made me so mad. Anyways, the broader concern is that if they can do this here at one of the most respected and iconic marine monuments in the world, it could just really set a precedent for
sure.
rolling back protections everywhere that there's protections just by changing this rules. So to answer the big question, is it legal? Is it illegal? Not exactly, but it's controversial, it's legally shaky, and potentially setting a dangerous precedent. So what about the environmental impacts of changing this? So
It's terrible.
while they're not talking about dredging, they are talking about long line fishing, which is those ones where they put out those long lines and they have like nets and they have like all the areas where they can kind of catch. Anyways, it's disgusting.
Maybe we'll put a photo on the drive so I can visualize.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Sorry, I should have done that. This will be detrimental to the wildlife there. The bycatch will be plentiful. This will include turtles, seabirds, sharks, other marine animals, and this will not only damage the already very fragile populations, but will also have a trickle-down effect because, as I spoke about before during Shark Week, we all know how fragile a coral ecosystem is and also how important it is even to the lands that it's surrounding. So
Yeah, it's a barrier reef, like literally.
Yeah, you take away one species, everything can be affected.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
if you
this-
add invasive species, it messes everything up. You
exactly,
have to,
yeah.
It's a well-oiled machine, and humans are like,
Right.
how can I throw a wrench in this well-oiled machine to fuck it up
It's
to make money?
So these coral communities are a very delicate and long-standing communities that have been there, and opening fishing will without a doubt just decimate it. So this area has already been subject to plagues of coral bleaching, which normally occurs because of warmer waters, climate
Yeah.
change, you know, that
Which
thing that's
we're
real.
also responsible for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In one area,
humans suck.
90% of the coral died due to a mass bleaching event in 2014.
Oh my
Recovery
God.
has been happening, but it's been slow, and it will be possible to continue if the protections are kept in place. They provide, these corals are integral. They provide homes for wildlife, protection for the land. The decrease in herbivorous fish, like the parrotfish and surgeonfish, has already had a big impact on the coral as they are not there to eat a lot of the algae that's there.
Do you know like how long it takes for coral to like regrow?
I'm not
I'm just
sure. I think there's a
curious.
lot that plays into it, though.
Probably depends on the
that
type
I'm
of
not sure.
coral.
Seems like it's slow, like as
Yeah.
most like
I mean, it's
regrowth
been
things are.
2014 and they're still trying to get this one to grow back.
Because again, it's very,
Wow.
very delicate, and that would
So just
mean
like a
even to get back
forest,
to
really.
normal.
Like if you
Yeah.
Exactly.
that, it would take.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the protections that are already in place haven't even been enough to get any of the species off the endangered list since this has started.
And yet they already want to backtrack and they want to add more fishing.
Yes.
Like I don't.
But they've
okay.
seen populations like the monk seals start to increase. So even though there wasn't a lot, like I said before, they have been increasing annually by 2% since 2013. So according to NOAA in 2022, the populations reached over 1,500 for the first time in over 2 decades.
That's still so low,
Wow.
but I guess
Yes.
that's good. But that's just so low.
Yeah.
Westpac argues that opening access would support the overall U.S. seafood production and help local fisheries. This is because the revenue was historically low in 2024 at $110 million. This was down
Like-
$20 million from the couple years before. They also argue that fishing was sustainable pre-2000 and didn't degrade the ecosystem, so why would it now? I don't even know how they're actually getting relevant data over that pre-2000.
I thought they weren't fishing there for
and
longer than that. Like that
No,
doesn't make
2006 was when the 50 nautical miles was put into place.
Okay.
So they were at that point, and now that it's changed to the 200 nautical miles, they're trying to say like we were able to do it sustainably, like it was fine before, like do
And
it
it doesn't
now.
mean like what are the protections you're going to put in place to make sure is sustainable? I don't like
Well, that's why they say
just
so. That's why I mentioned U.S. flag fishing specifically. So it would only be U.S. Fisheries that are allowed to fish there, and it's because a U.S. flag fish has to follow the rules of the country that they are fishing in. It's part of
Okay,
like
that kind
their
of makes sense.
okay.
Oh, sorry,
So
it just
Wait,
clicked in
and
flag fishing. So they're
yeah,
fishing under the United
the
States,
US.
like
yeah,
And only
laws.
but
US
under
can
their
Okay.
fish
state
here?
flag.
Is
But they
that
would only allow the U.S. to fish here. They would not allow international flag fishing. So it would only be
okay?
if they have a U.S. state flag that they would be allowed to fish here. And the U.S. states have to follow the rules of the state that they are fishing in.
And that's
So
being
That
if
means your
enforced.
you're,
boat is registered in the US, you can fish there,
I guess so, yeah.
probably.
But I
Yeah,
think it's
okay.
mainly just fisheries that they're doing. They're not just going to let anybody go. It'd be only main fisheries that they'd want to do.
It'd be like commercial.
Either way, critics think this is short-sighted and will harm the long-term goals that they've already had. Could decrease tourism by degrading the ecosystem and will still inevitably hurt the fishing industry. Not to mention, but definitely to mention, in 2022, a study reported that the Papahānaumokuākea protected area acted as a tuna nursery. The catch of
Hmm.
the yellowfin tuna actually increased by 54% between 2016 to 2019, and the big eye tuna by 12%. And the place where this increased the most was between 115 to 230 nautical miles from the fishing boundaries.
So you want to catch your tuna fish out in the
Mm.
ocean? They need to make new tuna fish babies at the
In
spot.
the
So leave them
protected
alone.
area.
Exactly.
Right. And then they'll go out into the wild and
They have literal data that's saying, hey, this is actually beneficial for the fisheries, and they're like,
right,
no,
just
let
go
us fish there.
further and go get your tuna out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spiritual connection to the ocean also runs very deep in Hawaiian culture, so this would also be
Mhm.
detrimental to them because opening these water undermines the cultural, spiritual, and educational values that are tied to the ocean itself and is a major rollback for the critical protections that have already been put in.
Yeah. I
So
think they have a
how
strong like relationship with the marine life.
Oh, huge.
I
Islanders always do. Like
yeah,
that's everything.
I'm trying to remember what the doc I was watching I thought I watched it last year, but it's a documentary about great white sharks in Nova Scotia,
That sounds
and
like
they
you.
were talking to people like the Mi'kmaq people of Nova Scotia and how they're saying, well, sharks are new in this area. And they're like, actually, no, like they've been here for a long time. And like our
God.
ancestors had seen
I
these
fucking
sharks. They had
love
like tooth teeth from these sharks.
Ew.
And they'd had like some kind of relationship almost with like the back, 500 years ago before people came to North America. And that relationship kind of was separated at that time. But it was just really interesting to hear how, like, they're talking about their ancestors having this connection with the sharks of
Mhm.
that area. So I'm sure
Mm.
same thing with Hawaii. They have such a deep
Mhm.
connection with the
100%.
Wasn't that
ocean,
what
the
Moana is all
creatures.
about?
I still
Yes,
have to
I
watch that.
love
Yeah.
Moana. Oh my god,
So
I've
do
seen it.
I. Megan, you
You've
need
never
to
seen
watch it.
Moana?
No, well,
Well,
you
you
know
come to
what?
my house, you'll watch all the kids' movies.
Against your will.
Moana
I
2, not
just
as good, to be honest. I thought like the
hot
music
take.
was just,
I
not as good
I
as the
just love
first.
how there's indigenous people who against all odds and against white Europeans doing their best have held on to their culture and have shared stories and it's not completely erased. And so when then white people are like, yeah, like this has never happened. There's like, bitch, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Like before
Yeah.
you guys were here, this
We
was totally normal.
have
You guys
physical
scared them away.
evidence of them being
Yeah.
here.
I
And
accidentally
well
closed my notes.
and oh well, yeah, you have a bit to go find them. The story of Hawaii too is also just the most depressing, stab yourself in the face story that you've ever heard.
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
So look it up briefly, but hey, maybe we'll do the history of Hawaii and then we can again cry some more. Yeah,
Cry your eyes.
you're never gonna have a fun time here unless we go off on tangents and then we bring it back down to
By the
whatever the
way,
topic is.
in the group chat, I just sent you a picture of longline fishing so you can
Thank
see
you.
what that is.
Perfect. look right
So
now.
it's kind of like an artist rendition of it, but you can kind of get an understanding of what it is there. How it lays out with the buoys and it
wow,
has all the
yeah.
different lines. And
Oh.
basically it just catches anything that attaches to the line.
Yeah, this photo looks
Mm.
like this is not what they're trying to catch. It's trying to show you how it's actually
Yeah.
detrimental
Well, yeah,
to the
because this is
ocean.
about the Galapagos. So,
Conservation Trust.
yeah.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
how can I donate to this group? Sorry.
So how can we help? The clock is ticking. Many have said that late July, which is literally right now,
Now,
NOAA
like the
will
latest of
publish.
July.
Yeah, they will publish the proposed rule change, which when the episode comes out was in the past. For us, recording is actually today, is the last day of July, and I couldn't find anything. I even searched up into an hour before recording to make sure that nothing had been published yet, and I haven't found anything yet. But after this is done, the public will have 30 to 90 days to submit comments. So how can we take action? You can contact elected representatives and express opposition to reopening the monument to commercial fishing. You can support organizations like Earth Justice, Sierra Club Hawaii, and the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. You can submit public comments when NOAA reopens the comment periods or holds outreach meetings. And you can share trusted resources and updates online in the community. In the description of this episode and on the website, we will add links of petitions that I found that you can sign and places you can submit public comments, as well as an email for NOAA directly about the Hawaiian Reef.
Oh, wait. Oh, gotta get ready. Okay.
Megan's about to write an email, strongly
Yeah.
worded.
A
obviously.
strongly worded email with
So-
no emojis. I'm serious.
None. No,
no
exclamation
exclamation
points
points.
either,
Do
unless
not-
you actually are yelling.
Right.
As a woman, that
It's not
is
a
so
friendly
challenging
one.
for me.
Mhm.
Hi, how
Yeah.
are you today? How was your
Yeah.
weekend?
I know. I'm like, is every second line ending in an exclamation point okay? Or is it too
We're
much?
all Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you're done writing, go back and erase 2/3 of them.
Yes,
Trust me on
I
this.
do. Yes.
I know.
I
I
do
was
all the
making
time.
some marketing materials at my job today, and I was looking at the brand guidelines, and it's like, don't add too many exclamation points. It actually said that. It was like,
Fair.
we want to be more subtle. I'm like, so I have to not
Or
write
just like facts.
myself.
I'm not yelling at you all the time.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just
To me, it's never
taking
yelling.
them
I was
out.
like, I'm just so happy.
I know. I'm like, hi.
It's the only way you'll know I'm
Hello.
happy. It's
Yeah.
like when I write emails and like my email at work really wants to be like, I've told you this for the 1000th time, you fucking idiot. I just have to be like,
As per my last email.
Yeah.
As you can see where I highlighted below that I sent this to you 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Best.
I know. I use best
Regards.
sometimes too.
I like using best when I'm really pissed. I'm best.
Oh yeah, I use best a lot,
I-
but I sometimes I
know-
use kind regards.
Yes.
Kind regards and 1,000
That's
blessings
only when I'm
upon
actually
your
trying to
house.
be nice. When I'm pissed off, it's
Warmly.
just best.
I always say warmly. Warmly is my
Warmly.
default.
Mm.
And then if someone is really pissing me off, I'm like, thanks, Megan.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, I feel like thanks is like a fun one. I'm like, thanks! Exclamation point.
Oh.
Lindsay.
See, it's all
Don't
how
be
you
mad.
see it on the inside.
I know. I'm like, I hope other people interpret my
It
friendliness
reminds me of that
in the right
Key
way.
and Peele. Remember the text conversation in
Yes!
Key and Peele?
Yes.
Where he's
Well-
losing his mind?
Aren't you just fucking precious? Aw.
Yeah.
I'm precious.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
the journey of Papahānaumokuākea from an early bird sanctuary to the world's largest protected ocean space has been a long journey. Its success has come through consistent protections, cultural stewardship, and careful scientific research. Now it's under serious threat from the so-called BBB, which would roll back years of progress, and keeping it protected means keeping alive a place of wonder, history, and hope for Hawaii and for the world. But I wanted to end us on a little bit of a happy note. In 2023, there were 169 Hawaiian monk seal pups born. Biologists did
Aw,
everything that they
babies.
could to step in and make sure that they survived. They saved them from predators like sharks and from entanglement in debris. So even
Sorry,
against
sharks.
all odds, the
Yeah.
populations can bounce back if there are
Sharks,
proper
you cannot
protections
have-
in place.
Yeah.
Not
Not
them.
the babies.
There's too little.
Not the
There's too-
babies.
Also,
There's not enough.
Yeah.
humans caused this, so humans can help get them back. It's not their fault, right? So
Listen,
like, let's
you're-
help them get
I understand not intervening. I understand the circle of life, but I also understand where we do have to intervene when
Because if
the
we did
numbers
it,
are
We did it. We're
so
causing
we did it.
this.
yeah.
So let's give
Also,
them a
So
leg
are
up.
cats.
If there are any
Sorry,
sharks
cats are
out there
causing this.
listening, to be honest, the babies are like they're smaller, easier to catch, but they don't have as much meat on them. Like go
Mhm.
for
I mean, don't you
wait,
want
a
to prove yourself to be
grown-up.
like the biggest, baddest bitch in the
Yeah.
ocean?
Oh, you got a
Like, go for an
baby?
adult.
Wow.
Go for an
Cool.
adult. Yeah, pick up someone your own size, you 600-pound fish. Go get a normal size seal.
We love you too, sharks,
Yeah.
but please
No,
don't
listen,
eat the
we love you, but
babies.
like
Just
you need
get
to
something
respect
that's not
yourself.
endangered. Listen,
Respect yourself. You
there
can
is
do better.
7,000 species there, and only 23 are like somewhere on the endangered, vulnerable, threatened list. So just
Yeah.
there's a lot of other species you can find. You can eat
And
another
if-
shark.
If you can't read, we will
Yeah,
provide
that
an infographic.
shark you hate, go for it.
Go for it.
Oh, also, no one has told us who they hate at work. I'm
Yeah.
still waiting. Who do you hate
Yeah.
at work? Not in the ocean work. I
Oh.
mean, like,
I forgot. What did we say that in the last episode? That's not even out yet, so we could be yelling at them for
that
nothing.
I'm mad for no reason.
I actually like my coworkers a lot. I just don't like work
Yeah,
itself.
that's fair.
I don't even dislike
I just
work.
want to get paid for existing. Is that so bad?
Yeah. Why do I,
I just
have
don't
to
want to
actually
go to
do
work
things?
every day, and I don't want to work inside an office every day.
Yeah, the
I actually,
office life
I
is
like
killing
having
me.
a task, and like I like having a task and being productive. But
Yes.
would I rather
But
own
I
an
would rather do that on
Airbnb?
things that I want to do.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
know, like podcast.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
so my dad and I. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Segue our coffee
Segue.
page.
Need some updates.
Yes.
Well,
Need
I'm
some
just
love.
saying,
Need some monetary
help
love.
us.
Oh,
do
you
what
mean
we
like go
love.
visit it?
Yeah.
Go visit it.
I'm gonna give it a fashion montage makeover scene, like from a movie, and then you're gonna want to go, and then she's gonna take off her glasses. You're gonna be like, "Wow, you were here the whole time," and then you're gonna give us $2 a month, please,
$2 a month.
at least.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's like a third
if
of a
we
coffee.
can get 100 people giving us $2 a month, that
like
covers some of our
nothing.
costs.
Some.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will ramble forever as we always do. So please visit the links that we said. Send angry emails. Do whatever you can to help this.
Don't
to not
curse.
be
Like,
pushed.
don't give away your power. As soon as you curse, you lose. So just use a thesaurus or
Yeah.
write
But
in the
apparently
curses
you're
and then
more
just delete them.
honest if you curse.
I just feel like
Well,
they're gonna
say what you
flake
want.
those emails.
Just so okay, that's fair.
Do what you feel. Do what you feel is right. But yes, so that they don't throw your email out, maybe don't attack them.
Yeah.
Right.
But again,
Okay.
you'll know what you mean. Okay,
Exactly.
so in the end, everything's fine and everything is going to be okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And hug a tuna or hug a monk seal.
Yeah.
see one.
Maybe don't.
Yeah.
They might
They're
hurt
endangered.
them.
Don't
with their
touch them.
germs.
Don't listen to me.
Right.
Look at them
What
and
happens
donate.
to swim your way? Cool.
Yeah.
Officer, it came
It
towards
touched
me.
Right. It hugged me first. And it's,
Then all of a sudden you get
Yeah.
arrested and
Yeah.
you're in an underwater cop car and it's a whole new world. Okay, we have to go.
You get
Okay.
arrested by tuna. Okay.
well, thank you,
We
Chantal,
love you.
for educating us on this.
Yes.
It's very important, and I will definitely be emailing or signing a petition.
And keep your eyes out
Right
for
now.
when Noah
yes.
inevitably tries to make some changes so that
I thought they were the good guys,
I
but
thought they
they're
were
actually
too.
Hydra.
They're
Just ironic. Hydra.
you know what? They're I don't know. They seem to be two-faced. That's all. So
Harvey Dent. Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta go.
okay. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. We loved having you. If you liked the episode, share with your friends, family, or anyone who would enjoy it. Also, take a moment to review our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Leaving us a like or comment really helps. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, please visit our coffee page at www.ko-fi.com/coastfiles. Email us at coastfilespod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at coastfilespod, or visit our website at www.coastfiles.com. You can find the sources for today's episode on our website. See you next week with a new episode.